Have you ever wondered how much the human body can tolerate in the gym? Let it be. Don't underestimate the power of pushing your body to its limits. Today we embark on the word what happened in the life of a true legend, Ronnie Coleman, a man who rose to the heights of bodybuilding glory but found himself grounded by a cruel twist of fate. Ronnie Coleman was born in Mississippi on May 13, 1964. The U.S.-born bodybuilder won the Mr. Olympia title 8 straight times and earned 26 IFBB professional titles. He is a living legend, and many consider him to be the greatest of all time in bodybuilding. But here's the catch. At the ripe age of 58, he finds himself relying on 2 crutches or a wheelchair to get around. How did this happen? Why have multiple spinal surgeries failed? Can he still make a full recovery? These are the burning questions that leave us in curiosity. In his autobiography, rightly titled, Yeah Buddy, he recounts the moment that sparked this whole journey of pain. A young 17-year-old Ronnie Coleman attempting to squat a mind-boggling 500 pounds in a powerlifting meet. And then, out of nowhere, crack! It's as if a lightning bolt struck his lower back, leaving him in agony. Even before his first bodybuilding contest, Ronnie faced more injuries during his college years. As a junior at Grambling State University, he made the football team as a walk-on. Now playing linebacker as a senior, he suffered yet again, this time injuries to his neck and back. Yet through all the pain, he learned to live with it. He gritted his teeth and pushed forward, never letting these setbacks hold him back. It was back in 1990 when he showed off onto the bodybuilding stage and left everyone in awe, winning his very first contest. The following year, he earned the prestigious title of a pro bodybuilder, solidifying his place among the elite. While his sculpted physique was turning heads, it was his insane strength that really set him apart. Year after year, he entered the Texas Deadlift Classic, showcasing his extraordinary power. In 1994, at the age of 30, he pulled a mind-boggling 727.5 pounds, proving that he was a true force of nature. It was no wonder people were just as speechless by his strength as they were by his chiseled muscles. However, even the mightiest of titans can fall, and Ronnie Coleman was no exception. Despite his utmost caution and regular visits to the chiropractor, the consequences of his past injuries caught up with him. In his autobiography, Ronnie writes with a tinge of regret, "It was only a matter of time before the injuries I had suffered in my football and powerlifting days would come back to bite me." The fateful day arrived in 1997. While Ronnie was squatting a whopping 600 pounds, he was powering through rep after rep, feeling invincible as ever. But then, in a moment that would change his life, with a thunderous sound that echoed through the gym, a disc in his back severely herniated. Now you would think that anyone else would have screamed in agony, dropped the weights, and called it a day. But not Ronnie Coleman. No. He kept going on, finishing his workout despite the intense pain shooting through his back. But let's be honest, folks, the athlete in all of us can be a bit delusional at times. But Ronnie thought he could power through the pain like he always had. Every leg day before that, he experienced a gnawing ache in his back, but it would vanish after an hour or so. This time, though, it was different. The pain didn't go away. It lingered like an unwelcome guest who overstayed their welcome. You see, after a grueling leg workout, he noticed that the pain just wouldn't go away. Concerned, he paid a visit to the emergency room, and doctors told him about his herniated disc. Now, any reasonable person might consider surgery at this point, right? But remember, this is Ronnie ain't no holding backs Coleman who refused surgery. Instead of opting for the surgeon's knife, Ronnie took a mere 2 weeks off to recover. And what do you think he did on his first day back at the gym? Well, he was squatting again at Metroflex Gym. Let's rewind a bit and marvel at some of his accomplishments. In the year 2000, while preparing for his 3rd Mr. Olympia victory, he deadlifted a jaw-dropping 755 pounds for 4 reps. He then upped the risk and pulled off an 800-pound deadlift for 2 reps. I can't even lift a bag of groceries without straining my back, and this guy casually does it like it's a warm-up exercise. Can you imagine the pressure of defending that title every single year? Surgery? Not a chance. In 2003, while getting ready for his 6th Mr. Olympia win, Ronnie decided to give gravity a run for its money. He squatted a mind-melting 800 pounds for 2 reps. But here's the kicker. This wasn't part of his regular training routine. No, he did it for workout videos, the videos that he would sell on good old-fashioned DVDs. The year is 2007, and he is standing proudly on the bodybuilding stage for the last time. 8 Mr. Olympia titles proudly shine on his shelf, as he showcases a body that seems invincible. After a decade of conquering the bodybuilding world, he finally decides to address his persistent back pain. It turns out his doctor had suggested spinal surgery 10 years earlier, but Ronnie was too busy dominating the stage to listen to. Fast forward to 2014, he's got both of his hips to be replaced. It's getting worse. In December 2015, he steps off an airplane in Russia. His back feels immense pain. 2 days later, he's struggling around on crutches. And well, let's just say he's been inseparable from them ever since. Back in Texas the following month, he undergoes a 13-hour back surgery. But guess what? According to Ronnie himself, it's all downhill from there. In 2018, he goes all out, not one, not two, but 3 spinal surgeries. First, they fuse some vertebrae, then fix broken screws from a previous surgery, and the very major, they upgrade to bigger screws. In the same year, he underwent his 3rd surgery. In an interview, he expressed his doubts about ever walking without crutches again. He had endured too much damage to his body due to the not-so-great surgical performances. And don't you wonder what would be the cost of all these surgeries? It's almost $2 million to be exact. But wait, those surgeries weren't even his last ones. In 2020, he managed to break a socket and had to undergo another round of hip replacements, 13 surgeries in total. His hips, neck, and back have all been under the knife multiple times. In fact, his spinal column is fused together, with the exception of one rebellious disc that decided to herniate. His back got a whopping 14 screws, 2 cage-like contraptions holding discs together, and 2 rods, each measuring a staggering 18 inches. Today, he can only walk short distances without crutches. His legs now betray him due to the nerve damage in his back, yet despite these obstacles, he remains resilient. He continues to work out, granted with lighter weights, and follows a bodybuilder's diet despite with fewer meals. His determined spirit shines through his unwavering dedication to his passion. Joe Rogan, in a candid conversation, questioned Ronnie's decision to keep lifting weights despite undergoing numerous surgeries. Rogan raises a valid concern, but Ronnie's response is nothing short of inspiring. In his own words, when you're doing something that you truly love and enjoy doing, that's what you look forward to doing all the time, regardless of how you feel. Nevertheless, Ronnie Coleman seeks ways to ease his pain and regain his mobility. Since October 2020, he has embarked on a courageous journey, traveling to a clinic in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, to receive stem cell treatments and hyperbaric therapy. Ronnie's determination is admirable, as he fluently put on Instagram, "As long as I'm alive, I have a chance to survive and overcome this obstacle." As we wrap up here, we've witnessed Ronnie's love for lifting weights, even in the face of pain and adversity. Now, here's a question for you. How do you balance your social life and fitness commitments? Any tips for finding that sweet spot? Comment down your answers.